With blessings come responsibility. We've been blessed and we're responsible. And so in the book of James, James chapter 2 talks about if you belong to Christ, there's a responsibility that comes on. And he says, you don't hold your faith in our glorious Lord with personal favoritism and so on. And he says in verse 14, what use is it, my brethren, if a man says he has faith, but he has no works? Can that faith save him? No. You know why? Verse 19, he says, even the demons believe. I mean, the greatest believers in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are the demons. I know who you are, the Holy One of God. If you come to torment us before our time, they know exactly who Jesus is. There are no atheist demons in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the life of Christ when he's there. And so just believing, if that faith does not express itself in a response of serving, we're missing the boat about what it means to be a Christian. And so he says in verse 17, even so faith, if it has no works, is dead, being by itself. And he says in verse 20, faith without works is useless. In verse 24, you see a man's justified by works, not by faith, all by itself alone. For just as the body without the spirit is dead, so also faith without works is dead. Now we don't want to get the wrong idea that I have faith over here. Now I need to add to my life works over here. That's not what James says. James says, you see that Abraham's faith was working. When we serve, we want it to be coming out of our faith, out of our DNA, that we belong to God. And because I have great faith in Jesus as my Savior and Lord, and my life belongs to Him, that faith will naturally, just like a bird dog or a dog that can sense cancer and so on, it's natural that the stronger our faith, the more we're going to serve. When we don't do any serving, most likely, we've got some faith issues.